Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing you my 1-year review of the LG C1 65-inch model. I purchased it a year ago and so far I have used 420 hours on this TV, so would like to share a couple of pros and cons with you to help make you a purchase decision. Before I purchased this model, I was using the Crystal UHD from Samsung, which is the 50TU7000. As you can tell from the model name, it was a 50-inch model. So please keep that in mind that my upgrade to the LG C1 was not only from UHD to OLED, however was also upgrading the size from 50-inch to 65-inch model. I am aware that the new C2 has been released recently, so let's see at the end of this video if it is worth going for the C1 still in 2022. Then let's start with the pros. The first point is obviously OLED. Coming from an LED lit TV, the OLED colors were very impactful. Especially while watching HDR or Dolby Vision content, it is really a night and day difference compared to an LED lit TV. Until I used C1, I could not understand what people meant by true black. If I try to explain best as possible, the non-OLED blacks looks like you're using a flashlight through a black paper, but OLED blacks look like a black stone surface basically. That is the best I can explain the quality, and hopefully you can see it from my footage. In terms of colors, even though I use filmmaker mode that is not oversaturating the colors are very crisp, and watching movie on this TV is just like or even better than watching in the cinema, at least for my experience. If I never knew the existence of OLED, maybe I would have been satisfied with my older versions, but since I experienced this OLED quality, not sure if I will be able to go back to an LED lit TV anymore. Unless, of course, technology catches up and the quality becomes same level as OLED. Second point is perfect gaming functionality. LG C1 is already famous for providing an excellent next-gen gaming capability. It offers 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, which can support up to 4K and 120Hz gaming experience. Also for PC gamers, the C1 also supports G-Sync, FreeSync for your designated graphic card, and also VRR, which is basically variable refresh rate. I am one of the few fortunate enough of having owned a PS5, and I can tell you there is no input lag at all, and gaming with this image quality at your sofa is really an awesome experience. I personally do not often play FPS games, but I couldn't feel any input lag for any of the games that I've played on this TV. And the C1 has a designated game optimizer mode where you can see the refresh rate or the resolution of the games that you are playing, which was very handy when I was trying to test out the 120Hz refresh rate. Third point is the thinness of this TV. Unlike usual TV makers, the LG C1 does not have a LG logo on the TV, making it even thinner on the bezels. Not only that, if you look from sideways, besides the lower part of the TV that holds the brain of the TV, the other parts are crazy thin. Every time we have friends or guests over at my house, everyone is quite surprised by the quality of this TV, and always everyone asks me which brand this TV is, probably because there's no logo there. In terms of downsides, I could not find anything major that could regret my decision of buying the C1. I did still recognize few downsides using this TV the last 12 months, so let me share them with you. For any OLED panels, despite technology has improved a lot and the reflection that you get from the OLED has improved over the last years, but still, especially if your TV is near a window, there is a possibility you will be able to see the reflection of yourself during daytime. Don't get me wrong, even during daytime, I was able to watch contents without curtains, but in case you are watching a dark video or game, it will be definitely better to dim the sunlight with a curtain, as it will be quite distracting seeing yourself. Second point I did not like was the default stand that comes with the C1. I used the bundle stand for 5 months before I wall mounted it, and definitely the TV stand is durable and has a premium design which doesn't look so cheap. However, in case you are using a soundbar on a narrow TV shelf, you might not be able to place it properly because the stand is hovering around wide range. Also, the previously mentioned thicker lower part of this TV is not helping the situation. Here are some measures I would recommend for the TV shelf in case you will be using the TV stand that comes with it, plus the soundbar. In my case, this issue has vanished after I have wall mounted the TV and got myself a surround speaker. Third point is the TV sound quality is very normal. We do not expect much from a TV speaker, but considering other competitors like Sony, where they provide better than average sound quality, C1 sound quality is definitely not that level. I personally know few of my friends or family who are relying only on the TV speaker, but I would highly recommend everyone who's watching this video at least buying a decent soundbar if you truly want to increase your living room experience with this TV. Because no matter how good a TV speaker is, it is just physically possible to expect a better sound quality than a soundbar.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Savannah, Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah.
So those were the pros and cons that I realized over using it for the last 12 months. But should you buy the new C2, or would it be okay for you to stick with C1? I do know that the C2 has a better brightness compared to the C1 and has a couple of additional functions that were added to the C1. However, I just feel like C1 is already a very great value for money, and despite all the improvements made on C2, I do not feel a revolutionary big difference compared to the C1 and C2, and considering you will be able to purchase the C1 in a much lower price tag, I would recommend you go with the C1. I generally believe that the C1 is great value for money unless you're considering a lower model like a LED lit one. I feel like now is the best timing to get yourself a C1. So as a conclusion, after switching to C1, my living room chilling quality has increased a lot and can enjoy movie weekends. In the past, I was skeptical about home theater concept, and of course you would also need a good sound system to complete, but at least for me, the gap between going to the cinema versus just chilling in the living room has decreased a lot. Unless there is a big technological leap like when first OLED was introduced, I think I'll be sticking around with C1 for the foreseeable future. If you are interested to know more about my surround speaker setup or the TV lighting, please leave a comment and I will introduce them in another video. Hopefully this video was useful. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time.